I love farming, but it's tough this year. We haven't had any rain, any appreciable rain in this area since planting time. When our salt moved in was 1991, and I guess when I first noticed that salt, I just tasted it. You know, moving pipe and roll water, and you'll splash your face, and it was salty. And then we started noticing the crops diminishing. It was over a period of a few years. And then we started having trouble with emergence. We couldn't even get a stand. The seed was laying there in wet ground and wouldn't germinate, it would just rot. And we knew at that time we had to make a change.
Every year, this is the spot that's the most challenging due to our salty waters.
When we started out, we began with Netafim tape, and that's all we've used in all of our systems.
With drip irrigation, we were able to solve that scenario in a sense for Tony, in that we could take that water right at the root zone, push the salts away from the roots, and then give us a little time to wait on some rainfall when we do get it to leach those salts down deeper out of the danger zone.
It's important to put the dripper line under every row in a salt problem, because when you irrigate, you're trying to push the salts away from the root zone so that your roots can grow into the cleanest water that you can give it. And salt is going to precipitate out where the dry soil meets the wet soil. And so we're pushing water out to the furrow, and the rainfall can push it on further down.
We finally started to revitalize the land and get it to where we could grow cotton on every acre of it. Drip's great everywhere, but we have to have it here in order to have a crop.
And that was at a time where 3 bales an acre was pretty hard to make. Since then, we've rented more land and bought more land, and now we irrigate a little over 4,000 acres. We install new drip systems every year. We will continue this trend, and one reason is the pivot is getting 50% more water than the drip, and the drip is twice as good a cotton.
Tony knew that he had to do something to be successful. He was at the point where he's either going to have to hang his hat up and go farm somewhere else or make this water do that he's got. And he went out on a limb and put the drip in, hopefully to remedy the salt problem, and it did.
I can't believe it looks as good as it does. We really have, for no rainfall, we've got a pretty darn good crop here. Sonny's going to take this deal over, and he already is to a certain extent, doing a real fine job. And with the drip, we're hoping it should last for generations.